Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.
Hi! We're the 6th grade class of Liberty Center Elementary, home of the Tigers. Welcome to News 6!
Hi, I'm Kim Wyrock from Liberty Center Elementary. Welcome to News 6. With today's first story, here's Josh Zintek.
Saving the Earth is one of today's hot topics. Even kids are pitching in. News 6 takes a look at one program that's trying to make the grade.
Business and recycling are going hand in hand for Liberty's 6th graders. How did the program start?
The program started a year ago when the 6th graders purchased stocks for $1 a share, and all of the shareholders met, formed an organization called Liberty Center Recycling Agency, and decided that their purpose would be to collect recyclable items and sell them in order to increase the value of their shares.
What do the students do in the program?
Well, the students pick up recyclable items from residents in the community and sort them and sell them to recycling agencies and get money for those recyclable items. They also work to educate the community as to what can be recycled and what types of items that we can use that help to conserve our natural resources.
What do you think the students learn from the program?
I think the students learn management skills. They learn how to handle money, how to make decisions. They also have to learn to work together as a group in order to obtain their common goal. But most importantly, I think they learn that what they do can make a difference.
Why did you start the program?
I'd like to give kids the opportunity to do something in order to learn. And it gives me a chance to be with them on a different basis other than just in the classroom. It's something that they enjoy doing, and it's something that makes a difference, and whether they realize it or not, they're learning something in the process.
Today's News 6 is produced by the 6th grade class of Liberty Center. Liberty Center is located about 40 miles southwest Toledo. It was founded in 1863 and has a population of about 1,020.
News 6 has flown its coop for this next story. Lacey Speece soars through the sky to catch up to some pet pigeons. Contrary to popular belief, pigeons have not always been a nuisance to society. Where do homing pigeons come from?
In Belgium, in France, it's quite a sport there. Back in World War I, they used to use the homing pigeon for carry messages, and it rapidly went fast from there. Guys decided to start racing them.
What kind of pigeons do you have?
I have a few different kind, bloodline. I have a pair of Trentons that are long-distance birds, and I have a pair of Jansons that are also a good long-distance bird, and I have Scions. The pair of Trentons that I have, I just acquired them, and I have to keep them in the prisoner boxes I have in there. If I let them out with my other birds, they'll fly back to where they were born at.
What is the average lifespan of a pigeon?
They've been known to live 15, 18, up to 20 years old. For a racing pigeon to live that long is rare, though.
Why do you own so many homing pigeons?
I only have 36 pigeons. It's for a fancier to have 36 pigeons, it's not really that many. You're constantly breeding and crossbreeding and trying to figure out your best birds. The birds I have, it's small in number and I can take better care of them. They're not overcrowded and they just seem to be happier. Plus my kids, they adore them. They're constantly out in the loft with me, feeding them, watering them. They're a big help.
This week's Kids View question lets Liberty 6th graders look to the future for some different sources of power.
Hello, my name is Katie Zeider, and this is the Kids View question for today. What do you think the major source of energy will be 20 years from now?
I think wind power will be a major energy resource.
I think the major source of energy would be solar power 20 years from now.
I think the major source of energy would be water power.
A few days ago, News 6 found that stuffed animals are not only for children, but also for hunters who wish to keep their prized prey. Dave Pittman has the story.
I like the idea of keeping something for you kids to see. This animal right here is 17 years old.
Mr. Barry Kern firmly believes that taxidermy is not stuff and nonsense. What is taxidermy?
Taxidermy is a trade of taking the fur from animals and the important parts and putting them on a mount and making them last for the person that wants the mount done for as long as possible.
What kinds of animals do you mount?
All different types of animals. White-tailed deer and mule deer, fox, gray fox, red fox, several domestic animals, as for instance cats for retired people or elderly people. Also, I've done some dogs, I've done numerous pheasants. It would be almost everything.
How do you mount animals?
You take the skin off of the animal. You measure the animal with a tape measure. You take your dimensions in several different places. So when you order your styrofoam mount, which 99% of all mounts now are filled with the styrofoam mount, then you take chemical and treat the skin. You take that skin and place it on the styrofoam mount, and then you pin it and glue it, and you build up the muscles with modeling clay. You set the glass eyes. You stitch up the back part, which takes approximately 2 weeks to dry.
Do you think stuffing animals is gross?
Mounting animals is a little bit being like a doctor. You definitely see a lot of gross things. But then on the other hand, after you're finished with that, and you get the hide cleaned up, and you get the animal mounted, it's beautiful and it lasts forever.
This? Oh, this is sure.
That's all for this week's News 6. Join us next week when Kalida Elementary visits the show.
Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.